Alright, so for example 3, in learning a new dance, Kyle moves from position A to position B and then to position C. Describe the translation rule to get from A to B. Alright, so if we take a look where A is right here at -2, 1. And B is positioned at 0, 3. And a translation rule, if I'm identifying a translation rule from starting at A, ending at B, it should look like this. Translation with some number and some number onto A leads me to B. Right, so that's how we write a translation rule. Capital T for translation. Here's what we're translating, here's what we're translating it to, and this is how we're translating it. And what I put in there is how we're moving to get from A to B. The first number is my horizontal movement. It's a positive or negative number based on which direction I'm moving, left or right. And the second number is the vertical movement, which is also positive or negative depending on direction, up or down. So, if I'm at A and I want to get to B, first horizontally, how far do I have to move? And how far? In which direction? 2 to the right. So 2 to the right is a positive 2 horizontal movement. And then if I move 2 to the right and I'm in this spot, how far do I have to move up or down to get to B? 2 which direction? Up. And up is a positive direction. So T, 2, 2. And I can just put 2, 2, not positive 2. Translation of A, 2 right and 2 up gets me to B. So again, it says describe the translation rule. This is the translation rule. When it asks for translation rule, your answer should look something like that. Translation, what we're translating, what it's changing to, and how we're moving it. All right? That's the first part. The second part asks us, describe the translation rule to get from B to C. So now, again, we're translating some movement horizontally and vertically. We're changing B into C. Okay, and if I'm at B, at 0, 3, and I want to move to C, which is at 2, 2, how far do I have to move left or right? Oh, that should be 1, 2, not 2, 2, sorry. Got to move 1, which direction? 1 right, so right 1 is positive 1. And then how far do I move up or down? Down 1. Down is a negative movement, so minus 1. So this right here is my translation rule to get from B to C. Now, it asks for what single transformation describes Kyle move from position A to position C. So, in other words, if he's not going through the whole dance steps, he doesn't go from here to here, he just goes direct from there to there. We want to get from A to C. The translation for that, if I'm starting at A and getting to C, how far do I move horizontally from A to C? 3, which direction? Right, 3, so positive 3, and then which direction, up or down? Up, how much? 1, so plus 1. That one translation rule is equivalent to these two together. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of symbolism for this section that you're going to be seeing, and I want you to understand what the symbolism means, and this is what it's going to look like. Make sure I write it in the correct order. So, write that on your paper real quick and I'll describe what it means. And that is a hollow circle on purpose. Looks like a dot like you would for multiplication, just make it have a hole in the middle. Kind of raised up off the line a little bit. This is called the composition symbol, in case you're interested.
That's how it is like on 8 and 9.
Say what?
So that's how it is on 8 and 9.
Yeah, you're going to see this in your homework, so I want you to know what it means. So, when you see composition, it's asking you to do multiple things in a specific order. And the order is this first, this second. So when you're doing a composition, the second thing happens first, the first thing happens second. I don't know why they decided to go in that order, but that's the order they go in. So this is telling me to translate A, and that should be positive 2. No, sorry, this should be a positive 2. They're telling me to move A 2 right and 2 up, and then move from there 1 right and 1 down to get to C. So this takes me all the way from A to C with one rule with the composition symbol. They're really looking for this, just a simple translation rule, but again, I want you to understand what a composition of translations, or for that matter, transformations is. So if you see a composition symbol, perform that first to this to create an image, and then do this to that image to get the final image.
So
So
do we have to do the C3?
again, if they want a single transformation rule, or this would suffice, all right? But again, I want you to understand what a composition rule is, so when you see it, you know how to do it. All right, so that's, again, this is the right, all this right here is the right answers. This is just another way of writing this that might be, again, they might be demonstrated in the book this way. I typically wouldn't write it like this unless I had to.
Could you flip around like the second and first one?
No, it's not commutative. In this case, it would work both ways, but sometimes it puts you in different places if you flip them around. So the order does matter. Whatever you're doing first goes second, whatever you're doing second goes first. That's just how you do it. Right? We're going to see one in a moment. Example 4 has one of these structures on it. We'll do it, and we'll do it the right way. All right? And then we'll flip it around. We'll see that we get different answers. All right?